Hello everyone. In this video, we are going to design synchronous 3-bit down counter. As we know that in our last video, we already designed the synchronous 3-bit up counter. To design synchronous counters, and we should follow 5 steps. Okay, so here also we should follow those 5 steps. So among those steps, the first step is determine the number of flip-flops required. So to design 3-bit down counter, so this synchronous 3-bit down counter which requires 3 flip-flops. Why? Because it's already mentioned here. It is a 3-bit down counter. So here to design this 3-bit synchronous down counter, we require 3 flip-flops. And the counting sequence is also very important. So here this counter is 3-bit down counter. So the sequence is, it starts initially 0 0 0. Basically it is a down counter. So after completion of 0 0 0 start state, immediately it goes to 1 1 1 and then 1 1 0. We are going to design down counter. So the states are in downwards. Okay, so that means 0 and then 7 6 5 4 3 2 and 1, and finally after completion of one cycle again it returns to 0 0 and so on. So this is the counting sequence of 3-bit down counter. Okay, so this is step 1. And next, step 2. What is step 2? Draw the logic state diagram. Okay, so here initially we should consider 0 0 0 state. Okay, so basically what is state diagram? It is a diagrammatic representation of all the sequences in the counter. Okay, so basically it is a down counting. As we mentioned, this is a down counter. The sequence is also decreases, or the sequences also are in downwards state. Okay, so initially starts with 0 0 0 and then the next state is 1 1 1 and then 1 1 0 and 1 0 1 and 1 0 0 and 0 1 1 and 0 1 0 and 0 0 1. Okay, so this is the sequence. Okay, and this is the state diagram of 3-bit down counter. Okay, after completion of this step, what is the next step? Next step is selection. Select the type of flip-flop and draw the excitation table. Okay, so here we may select either T flip-flop or JK flip-flop for the designing of 3-bit synchronous down counter. In our last video, we designed with JK flip-flop. In this video, I would like to select T flip-flop. Okay, so for excitation table for T flip-flop, let us see what is the excitation table. And we already know that excitation table is nothing but it is a table which lists out present state, next state and flip-flops inputs. Okay, so the present state is represented with Qn and the next state is represented with Qn plus 1. What is the flip-flop input? Flip-flop input is nothing but T. Okay, so how can we define the excitation table for T flip-flop? If present state is 0, after applying the inputs, the next state output is also 0. Okay, what is the input for flip-flop? So here the present state output and next state output both are same. That means there is no changing the output set. So the input should be 0. When T is equal to 0, then only both the present state output and next state outputs are equal to 0, 0. Second condition, if present state is 1 and next state is 1, okay, sorry, present state is 0 and the next state is 1, okay. So what is the required flip-flop input? So here there is a change in the output. So if present state output is 0, after applying the input, the next state output is changed from 0 to 1. So the required flip-flop input is 1. Why? Because it is a toggle condition. Under the toggle condition, the present state output and next state output both are reciprocal to each other. Okay, so for 1 and 0, here also reciprocal to each other, the T flip-flop should be 1. And 1, 1, if present state and next state output both are same, that means that definitely the T flip-flop output should be 0. Okay, so like this way we define the excitation table for T flip-flop. Now, actually we would like to draw the excitation table for 3-bit down counter by using T flip-flop. So for that we consider, so for 3-bit synchronous down counter we request 3 bits and those 3 bits are output bits are Q3, Q2, Q1. These are the present state output bits. Okay, for next state outputs also we consider same output bits only, Q3, Q2, Q1. Okay, according to the present state and next state outputs we should consider 3 inputs, and we already defined the selection of input is T flip-flop, so that our required excitations for inputs which are defined as T3, T2, T1 respectively. Okay, so how can we define? Same, this is the down counting now. So first of all we fill this table with the counting sequences. Okay, initially it is 0, 0, 0. Okay, after applying the inputs, so the next state output should be what? 1, 1, 1. Why? Because it is a down counting sequence. So it starts with 0 and the counter which is in operating in downward, the counter which is decreasing in downward direction. So 0 and then 7. If it is 1, 1, 1, that is 7, and next state output is 1, 0, sorry, 1, 1, 0. Why? Because 7, 6. And if it is 1, 1, 0, okay, the next state sequence is 1, 0, 1. Like this way we are writing all these things. And how can we fill T3, T2, T1? By comparing present state output, next state outputs. Okay, for Q3. So if present state output, by just compare Q3 output at present state and Q3 output at next state. Let us see. The present state output at Q3 is 0. Okay, after applying the inputs for T3, the next state output is given by 1, 0, 1. See, by considering above truth table, excitation table, so 0, 1 condition, what is the input for T flip-flop? 1. See, let us see here. Here, if present state output Q3 is 0 and the next state output Q3 is 1, 0, 1. Okay, so 0, 1, what is the input for T flip-flop? That is 1. Okay, so that's why simply note down 1. Similarly, if Q2, compare this one, present state output Q2 with next state output Q2. Here also 0, 1. Okay, so 0, 1, what is the T flip-flop input? T flip-flop input should be 1 only. Okay, so 0, 1 here also for Q1. So again 1. Similarly for 1, 1, in next row just compare 1, 1. 1, 1, what is the T flip-flop input? So if both the outputs 1, 1, there is no changing input. So the input for T3 is 0. Similarly for Q2, so here also 0. For 1, 0, so there is a change. Why? Because present state output Q1 is 1, next state output Q1 is 0. So complement to each other. So definitely the output should be, the input should be what? The input should be which is equal to 1. Okay, like this way. So we are note down all possible combinations for present state and next state and for correspondingly, and we should obtain the required excitations for T flip-flop inputs in terms of T3, T2, T1, and we obtain the excitation table like this way. Okay, so this is the excitation table for 3-bit down counter. Okay, so here the present state outputs, see, observe, so its counting sequence is 0 and then 7, 6, 5, 4 and so on up to 1. Okay, and the next state outputs also see 7, 6, 5, 4 and so on up to the 0. See, the counting sequence is every time here decreasing that, and we filled the required excitations for T flip-flop inputs T3, T2, T1 by using excitation table of T flip-flops. Okay, so this is step 3. And what is step 4? What step 4 is nothing but obtain the minimal expression for T3, T2, T1. Okay, see here, by using K-map simplification, now we can obtain the minimal expressions for T1, T2, T3. Okay, so further I can use any method, like by using simplification of Boolean rules methods and K-maps, or any tabular simplification method. Okay, so here the number of variables are limited to 3, so that's why I am using K-map simplification. Okay, so first of all I should obtain the minimal expression for T1. Okay, so here the output variables are Q3, Q2, Q1 corresponding present state variables. Okay, so here see, so this step 4 is completely dependent on present state variables and required excitations. Okay, so we are not considering this next state variables. Okay, so here see, how can we fill? Okay, let us check for T1. For T1, so what is the present state output? So present state output, see here for T1. So here if you observe in T1 column, all are ones only. Okay, all are ones. Okay, so for each and every combination for 0, Q3, Q2, Q1. Okay, let us see for Q3, Q2, Q1. See the excitation table here. This is very, very important. So in this excitation table, the T1 column indicates all ones only. Okay, so here what happened? So to minimize to obtain the minimal expression for T1, so here Q3, Q2, Q1. So these are present state variables for each and every combination 0, 0, 0, 0, 1, whatever it may be, for each and every combination, and the T1, the value of T1 all are equal to 1 only. So what should we do? We simply fill this K map with all are ones only. Okay, so after completing all ones, so here the 8 cells are filled with ones only. That means this completely 8 cells are paired. Okay, so 8 cells are paired. And what is the solution for T1? The solution for T1 is 1. Why? Because so here all 8 cells are filled with ones and all 8 cells are paired. So there is no Q3, Q2, Q1 term. So the expression for T1 is equal to 1 only. Okay. Similarly for T2. So again we consider the excitation table for T2. See, we can consider only once. Okay. Let us check in T2 column. Okay. On which combinations the T2 column indicates 1. Okay. So let us see. In 0, 0 combination T2 is 1. And next for 1, 1, 0 combination T2 is 1. And next for 1, 0, 0 combination T2 is 1. And for 0, 1, 0 combination T2 is 1. Okay. So we consider those ones only. Okay. What is the first combination? 0, 0. So 0, 0 T2 is 1. Okay. And next for 1, 1, 0. For 1, 1, 0 the T2 combination is 1. Okay. And then 1, 0, 0 combination. 1, 0, 0 combination and the T2 value is 1. And next 0, 1, 0 combination. So 0, 1, 0 combination T2 is 1. Okay. And again, so here among 8 cells, 4 cells are, these 4 cells are again paired. Okay. So what is the expression? The expression is T2 is equal to, what happens here? So here the Q3 gets cancelled. Why? Because Q3 row, Q row gets cancelled. And let's see, in this case, Q2 bar and this is Q1 bar and this is Q2, Q1 bar. So Q2 is different and the common thing is Q1 bar only. Okay. So here the expression for T2 is obtained Q1 bar. Similarly for T3, let us see T3. Again by considering T3 column, we should consider only the ones combinations. Here the only two ones are there. Two ones are. What are the combinations? So 0, 0, 0 on this combination T3 is 1 and 1, 0, 0 the combination is 1. So here 0, 0, 1 and 100 constant. Rest of all cells are 0. So we are considering only min terms. That's why I am not representing with these all cells with zeros. Okay. And again these two cells are paired, and the expression for T3 is equal to what? Q2 Q1 bar. So this is the way of obtaining the minimal expressions for T1, T2, T3. Okay. After completion of this step, and the final step is what? And the final step is logic diagram. Okay. So in synchronous designing counting, so what is the procedure? So already we selected the T flip-flops, and how many flip-flops are required? 3 flip-flops required. Okay. And all are connected to synchronous. So that's why we are applying common clock pulse for all flip-flops. So here we are applying common clock pulse, and that is negative edge triggering common clock pulse. Okay. And again, and see from the expressions T1, T2, T3, and the input for T1 which is equal to 1. So from step 4, the T1 value equal to 1 only. For what? For T2, the expression is what? And T2, the expression is nothing but Q1 bar. That's why the input for T2 which is collected from Q1 bar, first flip-flop Q1 bar output which is connected to T2. Okay. And then the input for T3. What is the input for T3? T3 is nothing but Q2 bar, Q1 bar. Okay. So here we consider one of the output Q1 bar, and another output is Q2 bar, and these two are connected to one AND gate, and that output which is connected to input for T3, and this is output Q3. Okay. So this is 3-bit synchronous down counting logic diagram. Like this way we are designing any counter. So here this is the number of bits are 3. So that's why we obtain we use it to represent only 3 flip-flops. If we can use 4 flip-flops, that is a 4-bit synchronous counter. We can design any way. So the procedure is same. Okay. Thank you.